What is going on, y'all? It's your boy Trey, back with another video, bro. Before we get into anything, I need everybody to stop what you're doing right now, like and subscribe, help your boy out. Everything that you do really helps me out, bro. We dropped a Q50 video, how to get one under 10K. It went crazy. Everybody said they want to see what to look for when buying a car at Copart. So I thought, what else better can we do than to actually go to Copart, look at some different cars, and drop some free games, some free knowledge. So if y'all appreciate that, bro, like, subscribe right now, and let's get into it. So I hope you guys are excited. I have a lot of information to show you guys today. We're driving over to Copart now. I have 5 different vehicles I'm going to be showing you. All of them have completely different damage, and I'm hoping to show you guys some front end damage, a flood car, rear end damage, a car that looks like it could be a sleeper. It looks like it's a good car, but it might not be a good car. And yeah, man, whenever we pull up, I'm gonna show you guys all those different cars. I'm gonna go over everything. I'm gonna show you what to look for, what to check, step-by-step process, everything, bro. I'm literally gonna give you the free game on everything that you need to be able to make a good decision when buying a car, if you have the luxury to actually go to the Copart location and check out the car. And if you don't have the ability to go actually look at the car, I'm gonna be making a separate video after this one, how to look online and how to make a really good analysis and an in-depth look at the car to make sure that whatever vehicle you buy, you can feel 100% confident that everything is going to be good, because there are a lot of steps, very detailed process that you can do to make sure that you're confident in that the vehicle that you want to buy is going to be solid. So I'll catch up with you guys once we make it to Copart. All right, y'all, it took me a lot of driving, but I finally made it here at Copart. Yeah, you can just see that guy over there. Made it to Copart. Me and Melissa got our vests. She's right there. I'm gonna try to take the camera inside, but there's like some cops in there, and yeah, I don't know how all that's gonna work out. But long story short, bro, you just literally go online and you can put all the different lot numbers that you want to go look at. So once you do that and you hit preview vehicle, you load it up online. Maybe I'll throw up like a quick like snippet of me like on the phone going through it. But I'm about to go inside right now. We're gonna try to get in line to preview these cars, and then next time you see me, we will be walking that way to go look at the cars. You got anything?
I'm gonna be the camera woman.
Yeah, she's gonna be the camera woman, so we can try to look a little bit professional. We'll see y'all inside. Alright, boys, so we made it out here at Copart. You see how we looking. Unfortunately, Melissa could not come. Apparently now they have some rule where I can't get certain people to come with my account, so we're walking over now to the cars. We're gonna check them out, get over there, see what's going on, see if there's some money in here, and educate y'all. Show some love, bro. I left work for this, bro. I literally messed up my money for this. But you gotta invest in your future. Let's go. Before we move on to the next car, I just wanna make sure I recap all the steps, step by step, of what you need to be looking for. So first thing you need to do whenever you're coming to look for a car is you need to look at the body of the car, check out the damage, identify where's the damage at, and make sure like you kind of understand or try to get an idea of maybe what happened with the accident, why this car is here. Second thing you want to do is get inside the car, open the hood and pull the dipstick and try to check the oil, because you want to make sure that the car has oil in the engine. Third step you need to do is get into the car, and if it does turn on, let the engine rev out for a second. Listen to what it sounds like idling from a cold start. Does it make any weird noises? Does it sound funny? Is it vibrating too much? You know, look out for all that, because all that is really important whenever you're trying to decide, is this a good car or not? Once you get the car on, I would put my foot on the gas, rev it out, man. Kill the engine. If you can't sit there and rev the car as it's sitting from a cold start, if you can't dog the engine out, then how do you even know the car is good, right? You want to make sure this is a good car. Once you've done that, now it's time to move on. Test the AC, test the radio, test everything. Put the car in park, drop the handbrake, put it in drive, put it in reverse. Does the transmission shift hard? Does it shift smooth? You know, try to move it a little bit if you have the luxury. Like for this BMW right here, there is actually nothing in front of this BMW. So if the car did turn on, I would actually drive forward, drive back. Make sure that everything is good with this car, because you don't want to make a bad investment. So that's pretty much the step-by-step what I would look for. But let's keep looking at cars. I have some more good examples out here. They said that they're supposed to be bringing them out here. Some of them are already here, but I'm not really seeing them, bro. But we're gonna find them though. Let's keep going. I actually found another car I was about to show you guys, which I'm hoping this car is gonna be worth it. We are looking at a nice Jetta right here. I believe this car, they have it listed as automatic, but I believe it's a manual. And first thing we're gonna do, as always, we're gonna assess the damage, see what it looks like. Let's check it out. So this car was rear end damage. It looks like they lost the bumper. It was in the pictures, but they lost the bumper. And you can see right here, this was actually not hanging, but most likely whenever they were moving the car on the forklifts, they probably dropped it. There's some quarter panel damage. Shouldn't be too bad. It looks like the trunk's a little out of line, but honestly, this is pretty ideal damage. Let's check the front of the car, see how that looks. And the car looks good. The hood latch is still up, so I don't know if they just didn't close it or somebody else has already looked at this car. But let's go ahead and see if it turns on, see what we're talking about. And here's our oil dipstick. This car is pretty new. Forget the year, but it's pretty new, so it should be okay. And we got oil, so we're good on the oil. Just found some more damage right here, but not too bad, bro. Let's go ahead and hop back inside now. We're gonna turn the car on, see how healthy it sounds, see what we're looking at. Let's see, guys. Clutch in, shake it. We're not in no gear, and we're idling pretty smooth, so this is a pretty good sign. So we're in the car, bro. I got the AC on, the AC works. It looks like everything pretty much feels pretty good in this car. I'm feeling on the clutch right now, it feels good. There is a car ahead of me. I still might try to move it a little bit, honestly, but let's go ahead and rev it out, bro. Let's see how it sounds. So that car sounds good. Let's listen to that. Ooh! This is a turboed 4-cylinder, so it is a pretty nice car, bro. This car is actually a banger. So now we're in here. I'm gonna clutch in. I'm just gonna go through the gears. I wanna make sure there's no grinds, no pop outs, no nothing. Everything feels really solid. That engine, man. That engine is perfect. So this car did pass the test. We checked out everything. Like I said, we assessed the damage. We checked the oil. The oil was good. The damage is not that bad. Rear end damage is probably your most ideal damage from the rear or from the side. And the reason being is because you know, obviously the worst type of damage that you can run into is gonna be front end, because there's so many more mechanical components that you have to consider that could possibly be damaged when you're dealing with a front end collision. But this car is rear end damage. The damage does not look too bad. Honestly, you could probably find a black bumper online off of another wrecked car for maybe $300-400, and then just to fix that quarter panel you might spend, let's say, $1,000 to $1,200. Honestly, not that bad. Let's go back to the back real quick. Coming to the back, right, the trunk is good. That's great. This piece is nothing more. It just latches somewhere up here. All this is very salvageable. This just needs to be pulled out. You could probably fix all this damage, I'll say, for about $1,500, including the bumper. Because I'll tell you this, I had a Q50. The car market has slid since I had my Q50 and I sold it. And when the car market was up, I paid $1,500 to get an entire quarter panel, a whole chunk of the car cut off and re-welded. So if they're doing that for $1,500, there's no way this is going to cost more than that, especially with prices, the whole economy slowing down. If you could get this car for a good price, this car is going to be a steal. I believe this car, let me pull out my phone right now and let's see the year and all that. So I'm looking at the stats right now. This car is actually sold by an insurance company. It's a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta. It is a manual. It was rear-ended, and they have a buy now price of $5,900. The insurance paid out $18,000 to this guy. The insurance paid this guy who got into the wreck with this car, or girl, they paid them $18,000 for this car, and they only want $6,000 for you to buy it right now. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about it, bro. I've never messed with Jettas before, but I'm proud of this car, man. The car turned on. My next car I had for you guys was actually a 2017 Jeep. I think it's a Jeep Cherokee. It's actually this car right here. And, you know, like I said, you usually want to stay away from front end damage, but I wanted to show you guys this car because of the unique way this car was actually hit. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to assess the damage. We're going to check the oil. We're going to turn it on, see how it revs out, check the air, all that different stuff. Let's get into it. So what we have right here is a 2017 Jeep Cherokee. You know, actually looking a little closer, it looks like we might have some suspension damage. So this car might not be a good move. But looking at the pictures online, it looked like you just need a fender, the bumper, a headlight. The wiring looks like it should be there. The hood is in a good place. Like I said, I'm a little concerned about this now. But let's go ahead, open it up, and let's check the oil. So coming into the engine bay, you know, I noticed, I think this is just the engine cover is a little cock-sided, but you know, there's also oil all over here. So I'm not too sure. I'm actually a little sketched out about this car now. I thought this car was actually going to be a steal, but it's not looking like it. Let's go ahead and check the oil. And it looks like we're good on the oil level. Might be a little low, but let's go ahead and start it and let's see what we find. So we're stepping inside. We're gonna turn this car on, see how it does, man. I'm a little nervous. Oh no, wow. So there you go, man. This is why you stay away from front end damage. Looking online, honestly, you could not tell you could tell the rim and the tire was off the rim, but you could not tell that there was actually suspension damage. But even beyond the suspension damage, listen to the engine whenever we turn this car on. It's not going. Sounds terrible. Yeah. I mean, even if you got it running, it sounds like it's misfiring. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time, because I'm not buying this, buddy. All right, let's go. We got it on. It's misfiring, though. It's not misfiring. It's running rough. It's running rough. It's a little shaky, and this is what I'm talking about. So now we have the car on. What I can tell you is that the AC works, but the car is it's not too rough now. It's kind of leveling itself out, but whenever we first turned it on, it was pretty rough. I don't know if you guys can hear me revving the engine now. Oh, yeah, I think the radiator must be blown too, because the fan's automatically kicked on. So that, or it could just be a wiring issue maybe. So this goes back to why I say, man, you got to be super careful. You know, now whenever you're talking about, like, you know, older cars, 350s, and, you know, just any type of older car with front end damage, a lot of times they're it's a lot simpler of a design because it's older. So you don't necessarily have to worry too much about front end damage because it's a lot easier. But with a vehicle like this, your boy just walked into a spider web. But with cars like this, you know, there's so many electronics that are involved. You know, like I said, this is a 2017 that you have to be careful. You know, like, I don't know if a lot of people know this with Q50s. Like, in a Q50, if you buy one with a front end damage, there's actually a module that lays in the front of the car. And if you actually mess up that module, it costs almost $1,500 just to replace the module, not including the front bumper and all that stuff. So listening to this car and hearing how it sounds, runs pretty rough. It's a little jerky. I would actually slide on this car. Plus, on top of the fact that it looks like this car actually does have suspension damage, so I would definitely stay away. This car did not pass the checklist. Definitely not. Well, guys, I am having a hard time finding my last car. It was just a Honda. I just wanted to show you guys like an ideal flip car because I felt like the car was going to be really nice. It had pretty good damage. I want to see, bro, I want to try to find something like super mean, something like super nice to look at, but I'm having a hard time finding something crazy. But check out this view though. Wow. This is crazy. Bro, you guys are not going to believe what I just found. So I just found this BMW, right? And I'm not too big into BMWs, but I found it and I was like, oh, you know what? Like, maybe this will be a cool car to show them. And bro, I look inside the interior. Bro, look at what this car is. Check this out. Oh man, it smells weird in here. I ain't gonna lie, it smells funky in here, bro. But it's a manual though. Let's see if it turns on. Oh! Listen to this. So I just went ahead and turned this car off because I want us to do our full check of the car. I just got a little too excited. I really want to find something super crazy to show you guys. So let's do our last review. This is our last car. We're going to do our review of it, and then we're going to wrap this video up. So let's run through the checklist. So first thing we're going to do is go around the car and try to assess the damage. Looking at this car, obviously we can see it was front end damage, but let's just take another walk around and let's see if we can spot anything else that is out of the ordinary, you know. Peep that custom exhaust. Don't know how much that's worth, but probably worth a pretty penny. Got the carbon fiber, mirror caps, and everything on this car, bro. This thing is insane, honestly. So it looks like that's the only damage. Car smells pretty funky in there. Let's pop this hood. Let's check this hood out. Is there a dipstick, or is the oh, I don't know what that is, but I'm not seeing a dipstick on this. I don't see anything. It's that German engineering, they're making it hard for us. Let's go ahead, hop in the car. Let's turn it on now and see if we hear anything out of the ordinary. See if the car throws any error message or anything. Let's check it out. Last car. Let's see how it sounds. Bro, this thing is crazy. No airbag damage. Let's close this real quick. This car stinks. It says refill coolant, if you guys can see that. Looks like our air does work. Now, let's rev it out. Let's see how it sounds. We don't want to go too crazy, like I said, because this car, it says engine coolant level is low, and the engine is still good on this. Oh, it's not going to let us go too high because of the coolant. But this car does sound absolutely insane. Wow, this is really nice. Like I said, not a Beamer guy, but this car is super clean, bro. I'm gonna throw this in before the ending, and please, you know, tell me, give me some feedback. But if I miss anything, bro, you know, leave it in the comments below. I'll try to answer everything. I'm gonna answer everything. And you know, if you guys need me to come back here, show you something different, then just tell me. But what I will tell you, bro, is pretty much if you have the luxury to even come here and look at these cars, then most likely, I think just doing those few things that I've shown you today is going to give you the highest chance of being able to actually pick a good car. Now, you know, if the car doesn't start and you want to try your hardest to get it to turn on, then you could always make your way back to the front and you can ask one of the Copart representative people to call somebody out, and they will actually bring a jumper box and they will actually jump the car for you. I did not do that today because once I realized I could just kind of like storm around and just find cars to show you, I was like, screw it. Yeah, man, that's about it. Gonna throw out the outro now. I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. We're gonna go ahead and make our way back to the front. Hope you guys found this video very informational. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, bro, if you guys want me to show you on the computer, kind of, because you know, it's not every day that I really get to go out here and actually look at these cars and check them out. Honestly, the only car that I've ever bought by actually coming here and looking at it, you haven't even seen yet, because I have a surprise for you. But most of the time I buy my cars straight from online. I just kind of look at the Carfax and do a really in-depth analysis of the car online. So if you guys want that video, go ahead, like, subscribe, show some love. The video is coming regardless, but it will definitely help me if you guys would like and subscribe. Show some love, bro. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.